is there something about to shift. Not just in the earth, but point to yourself. Something's about to shift in you. Now, how bad do you want it? Those of you that are watching, how bad do you want it? You know, people talk about, oh, I want change or I want this, but then they don't do anything to position themselves. So talk is cheap. And you discover, you go back to those people 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years from now, and they're still in the same old wandering cycle of what they were committed to 10 years prior or whatever, right? They didn't shift. And so what we're supposed to pay attention to is God is doing something. Now, write these 3 words down. This is very important. And I may preach this at the arena with some of the other things that I'm going to share. We are in, God said there's a cord of 3 strands that cannot be easily broken. And I've learned in my life that God speaks in 3s a lot of times to establish something that ultimately He wants to do. And the season that we are currently in, and it's why that there is so much rhetoric going on right now and discussions on, is this person guilty? Is that person guilty? Is there ever going to be this person brought to justice? Is this thing? And we have to understand the first word. You ready? Those of you that are watching, the word, they all start with an S. Okay? There has been a sifting. God is sifting. Right? And it's called shaking. I will shake both the heavens and the earth, says the Lord. And I will shake, He says in His word, everything that can be shaken. And part of that shaking is a sifting so that God can bring to the surface what needs to come to the surface, but also bring the gold, right? Bring that which He's trying in the golden era to manifest. But you can't have the shift change until you have the sifting, shaking that is currently happening in the earth. It's going to position us for the next thing, the next S, shift. You have sifting, now it's shifting. And I said, well, God, where is this heading? When I was, preparing this message, where are we heading? He said, well, we're heading towards what I've been saying, acceleration, and that is the word swift. Let God sift, shake, shift so that we can come into swift. We can come into the new season, the blessings, the things that we have been praying for, crying out to God for, expecting. Come on. How many have been waiting for something for a long time? Raise your hand. So this is the season we're in. This is what 5786 is. And I started looking at it myself, and it literally represents when there's a line drawn in the sand by God. God brings 2 kingdoms together. He draws a line in the sand and He says, no more. And then He looks to you and He says, are you going to shift with me? Are you going to be on this side of an old season? Are you going to shift and cross the line? Because I'm drawing it. And if you're on the other line, we're going to talk to you in 5, 10 years and you ain't gone nowhere. You better shift or you're going to be left out. It also means an alignment. One translation I looked in the Hebrew, it literally meant like a shift. And I was shocked. I said, well, I actually did hear. I speak Hebrew unknowingly. And so I was really happy about that, because I'm not the brightest guy. But anyway, I want you to look at Isaiah 42, verse 9. Behold, former things have come to pass. That's an old shift. That's an old season. And new things, notice the word new things. New things, that's the shift. I'm declaring, that's why God's telling us a few months in advance, get ready, I'm declaring it. And before they spring forth, I'm going to tell you, something is about to happen in your life that you've been waiting for, expecting. You can't seem to get a breakthrough. There seems to be delay. You're frustrated, and you're going to see in a moment, you're stuck. It's about to shift.